What's up, guys? I'm Mike from Stocked Up, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We had an interesting day in the market, to say the least. The market was kind of all over the place. We gapped down, and then we ran all the way higher than yesterday's close, and then we ended up closing only up about a third of a percentage on the SPY. The QQQ was pretty flat too, up about 0.5%. And then the Dow was only up 0.2%. So we had a really flat day, but we gapped down and then ran up and then fell back down again. So we do have some interesting news for today and for the market for tomorrow. A lot of news with Amazon and some political news that'll definitely affect the markets. And at the end of the video, we have a $55 million options trade that expires tomorrow. So that's definitely something to definitely pay attention to. If you guys aren't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to see our daily videos on your YouTube homepage every single day. But let's get right into it. So Tom, what happened in the market today?
Amazon really came in hot today with a multitude of new announcements. CNBC reports that Amazon announced an all-new Amazon Echo, Echo Dot, an Echo Dot with a clock on it, and even an Echo Dot Kids Edition. And they even announced a new Euro 6 Wi-Fi mesh network routers, a new video game streaming service called Luna, which will compete with Google Stadia and Microsoft's game streaming service. And then also brand new Echo Show smart display with Alexa built in, a new crazy Ring security camera drone that will actually fly around your house and videotape the inside of your house, which is kind of insane and cool at the same time. And then they have a new in-car security system that will first launch with Teslas. And that's pretty interesting to hear that Amazon will be working with Tesla on this. And that would be even more interesting if, Elon Musk ended up selling Teslas on Amazon.com in the future.
That would be crazy. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch, but
that's far-fetched, huh?
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. But I guess this is the first step with the in-car security system. So Amazon was up today. It wasn't up too much. It was up about 0.7%, but it beat the market overall, which is good to see. But Amazon was relatively flat today, but it's good to see that they're launching these new products and just launching updates. So that's good to see. But Amazon didn't move too much off of that. So what else happened?
Yeah, and then we really have, it was nice to see that we avoided another government shutdown this week. On Tuesday, they passed a spending bill that will keep the government open until December 11th, I believe. And then now we still have to get the new stimulus bill passed. And that now they're also fighting over this new Supreme Court nominee. And it was very unfortunate that Supreme Court justice happened to pass away at that time. And now it just seems to throw a wrench into this, because now that everybody's worried about the nominee and they're not really worried about the bill. I mean, of course they're worried about the bill still, but now it just seems like a lot of the fighting is with this nominee. And as we see this nomination process go on, I expect this to get pretty heated, because every other time that Trump's had to nominate, a nominee so far, it's been pretty heated every single time. And I'm going to expect this one to be just as heated as those. And I'm not saying that this is going to crash the market or anything like that, but it could actually end up delaying the stimulus bill getting passed, because it's going to be putting a lot of bad blood into both sides' mouths. And I think that it could just cause a lot of problems with getting this bill passed, because obviously there's going to be a lot of fighting going on, and that's going to stay in their memories at least for a little while. That fighting will.
Right. So we're not trying to get too political here, but the main thing, like Tom said, is since Trump is nominating a new justice, that is just going to kind of add fuel to the political fire, which can hurt the new stimulus bill being passed. So that's the main thing to keep in mind with this situation. The markets are going to get pretty interesting. Like I was thinking after we recorded yesterday's video, how Interactive Brokers is tightening up their margin requirements, and I think that's just a telltale sign of what the smart money is preparing for, because our analysts can say whatever they want when they're on CNBC or whatever, right? But when you have a brokerage actually like adjust, they set new rules and new requirements in place for the next couple months, I think that's a pretty important sign to look at. So Interactive Brokers, and I'm sure a lot of other brokerages are expecting a ton of volatility from right now for the next couple months until the election happens. So I would expect a lot of volatility until the election happens, and there's going to be a lot of crazy market movement, to say the least. So
yeah, and we can see that the Democrats actually put out a new $2.4 trillion stimulus plan today with unemployment aid and direct payments tied in. So it seems like they're trying to get some legislation going, but obviously they're going to be fighting over this. They're not just going to be able to pass this right away. It's going to have to go through the Senate then, and then then they might still argue about it there, and they're obviously going to want to change a whole bunch of stuff if it does cost $2.4 trillion.
Yep, politics are always back and forth, back and forth. So we'll see what happens. So now for our Discord member of the day. And today's Discord member of the day is Arasena X. So he was following our free day trades this morning, Tom. So he posted in the Profits channel. He ended up buying some contracts of Boeing puts at about $268 each, and he ended up selling them around $515 each. So he bought 2 contracts and sold 2 contracts, and awesome job with that. He made a great post in the Profits channel. If you guys want to see some of the free day trades that Tom and I post, just like Boeing, not every place is going to work like this, but Boeing was pretty nice today. You can click the first link in the description down below. It's completely free. It's just a Discord chat with about 10,000 people in there every single day talking stocks, options, and finance. So huge shout out to Arasena X in great trade today. So now for our momentum plays for tomorrow. And the first one is Twitter. So TWTR had a pretty bad day today. So we're eyeing this one to the downside.
Yeah, make it fall below 42.50, which is a pretty good support. And they even hit it in after hours the other day, and that ended up rising off of that support.
All right, so if it can break below the level Tom listed, we are eyeing it to the downside. With the next play, we have PTON.
Peloton, make them fall below $88 even tomorrow.
Yep, again, that's to the downside. And then last but not least, we have ACN, also to the downside.
Yeah, these guys just had earnings yesterday, and it looks like they gapped way down. Make them fall below 213.
Awesome. So we're eyeing all these plays for just quick little in and out day trades, only if they break below the levels Tom listed. So now for the $55 million options trade that expires tomorrow, we are looking at the Tesla 400 strike call options that expire tomorrow. There was about $55 million put into this play, and looking off the chart, normally, like we can see that it's about $15 out of the money right now, right? And normally when I see an option that's $15 out of the money and it expires tomorrow, I normally lean more towards the side of the smart money is shorting this option. So we know that someone put we know that there was $55 million put into the Tesla 400 strike calls today, right? We just don't know if they're longing those calls or shorting them. So I'm kind of stuck on this because it's $15 out of the money and it expires tomorrow. So that makes me want to say that they're shorting the option, meaning that they want Tesla below 400. But at the same time, Tesla was up 2% today. And we all know how Tesla is. It's just sometimes it just has crazy days. So I'm kind of neutral on this one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the longing side on this one. Actually, I think that it looks like Tesla might actually pop tomorrow morning. Just given off the setup it currently has right now. A lot of stocks today did not look as well as Tesla did in the middle of the day, and I didn't expect Tesla to look this good. I wonder if the news with Amazon had anything to do with that today.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just looking off of a daily chart, we can see that they are making higher lows, though. Do you see that? Like their first higher low was on August 11th. Their next higher low was on September 8th. And then their next higher low was today. So
yeah, and they're bouncing off of this trend line too. So it is looking pretty good, to the upside. But like you said, whenever you have that much money, $55 million going in, I mean, It's tough to get something that's out of the money at that point.
True, especially that expires the next day. So we'll definitely see what happens. So now for our comments from the previous episode. And with the first comment, we have Andrea saying, hands down the best show on YouTube. I got Etsy and sold with a nice profit. Thank you guys. What do you think about KO for the long term? Got it at a very good price. So first of all, thank you so much for your kind words. But let's get right into KO. So I like KO for the long term. They're a strong company. They've been around for forever. Warren Buffett owns a ton of shares of KO. And KO is not one of those stocks that's going to make you rich like Tesla. It's not one of those stocks that's going to go from $70 all the way up to $500 in less than a year, right? Like Tesla. KO is more of those slow and steady stocks. It doesn't move too much. It's just a nice, slow and steady stock. It pays dividends. So I like it, especially if you got it at a great price. So like I said, it's not going to make you rich, but it's a pretty safe stock. What do you think?
Yeah, I've honestly been eyeing KO up for a while now. I've been waiting to buy them, and I think if he got in or somewhere down there at around the $44 level, maybe somewhere between 44 and 46, I really like that for the long term. That has pretty good growth potential back up to 60. And if you're really serious about holding it for the long term, it pays a 3.4% dividend, which isn't the highest in the world, but it's a pretty safe dividend for a good value stock like this.
True. Yep. So it's not going to make you rich, but it's a nice safe investment. So then we have Joe saying, "Hey, new to the channel, and I'm learning a lot so far. Thank you guys. I do have a question though. When you say make them pop above blank, what exactly do you mean? Do you mean play options on that, swing trade it, or day trade it? Just pretty new to the stock market and just wanted to know the terminology. Thank you guys. So great question here. So Joe is referring to the momentum plays that we share. So like today's momentum plays were Twitter, PTON, and ACN. So for example, like if we look at Twitter, Tom, what level were you watching for Twitter?
42.50.
Okay, awesome. So when we look at Twitter, first of all the momentum plays are for quick in and out day trades, and you can so like for Twitter's example, we are eyeing it to the downside. So with Twitter, once it breaks below 42.50, you can short the stock, you can buy put options on the stock, you can sell calls on the stock. You can do anything that is a bearish move, right? And it's just intended for a quick little in and out day trade. So that's how it works. Like if we are looking for Twitter to like break above a certain level, you can buy the stock, buy calls, sell puts, do any of that. But all the momentum plays are intended just for a quick little in and out day trade. So great question right there. I'm sure a lot of other people had that question. So let's see. All right, so we have Paul saying, "Hey guys, please help me out with what you see on Amazon. Maybe tomorrow's video. Keep up the great work." So what are you seeing on Amazon?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bullish after today, which with this good news, I kind of expected them to rise more than they did, but it kind of looks a little bearish to me, and I could honestly see them coming back down to that low maybe of 29.75 or 29.50, but I think really it's going to matter what happens in the morning because with this news, I think that maybe once investors get wind of this and more people see it, I think that this could make Amazon go up in the short term.
Yeah, so I just want to clarify. So like if anything, you're a little bit bearish in the short term, but in the long term, you're definitely bullish.
Yeah, and if we wanted to do, yeah, in the long term, I'm definitely bullish. And in the short term, if you wanted to look at a good support level or resistance for it to break, really Amazon had a pretty good setup today. I actually had it and I posted it in our Discord chat for a few members to see it. But really, if it popped above this high up here around 30.70, so if it can hit 30.70 or higher tomorrow, I think this could be great for a day trade or maybe a swing for the next couple of days given this news.
Awesome. So thank you for that. Do you have any last minute stocks, options, or any insight for the market for tomorrow?
No, I think I'm just going to leave it with that Amazon news. The market's pretty crazy right now, and just with the roller coaster going on, I don't want to, give any false plays here.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, sometimes that's just how the market works. Like there's not a ton of opportunities every single day. And when you have days like today, the best trade is no trade. You know, when you just have a roller coaster day like today, the market didn't really move too much. Like I said earlier in the video, gap down, came all the way up, and then actually fell down again. So just a roller coaster day, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we get some more action. But you know, like I said, sometimes the best play is no play. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Tom and I really appreciate all the support you guys give to the channel through the form of hitting that like button and commenting down below. Comments really help grow the channel, and we've been seeing so many of you guys just leave little comments down below. You know, it takes like 2 seconds, but it really helps grow the channel, and Tom and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. And of course, if you guys want to see our videos on your YouTube homepage every single day, don't forget to subscribe. We post videos every single day. If you guys want to try out the new options day trading bot, you can click the Stocked Up Options Alerts link in the description down below. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. Other than that, thanks for watching.